everyone, and welcome to your favorite news show, Erongo Talk. Today we join you from the lovely Flamingo Villas Boutique Hotel here in Walvis Bay. Now we have quite the action-packed program for you, as we will be bringing you the latest news, in this case sports news, weather and tides, and then veteran motocross rider, that is Rudi Brand, and Namibian motocross champion Liam Gilchrist tells us about the third leg National Motocross Championships that is going to be held on Saturday. That is tomorrow, where Team Erongo Talk will also be bringing you the live action. Now, Michelline Nawatises also speaks to Joachim von Wietersheim about the Küska festival that kicks off today. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
We've been talking about this thing called love. Probably something you've been dreaming of. It's perfect sometime. It's perfect sometime. You always get me.
And now we bring you some of the latest sports news all the way here from the Flamingo Villas Boutique Hotel in Walvis Bay. Now, round 3 of the National Namibian Motocross Championships will be held at the Swakopmund MX Track. That is tomorrow, 18 June. Now, besides some very competitive classes to showcase, it will also be the first time a women's division is introduced. Now, the organizer of the event, Rudi Brand, said that the day promises a lot of excitement, not just for the riders ranging from kiddies to veterans, but also for the spectators. Now, for those of you who can't make the championships itself tomorrow, the Erongo Talk team will be bringing you some of the live action. That is from tomorrow, 3 o'clock. But we will also bring you some updates on our social media platforms. Now, secondly, a sporting event catering for both golfers and non-golfers will raise funds for the Walvis Bay-based care centre, His House. Now, the golf day is part of the care centre's yearly fundraiser called the Try Sport Challenge. Now, the money generated will be channeled to cover expenses not covered by care fees, unforeseen maintenance costs, and the upgrading of facilities, which is a never-ending expense. Now, the care centre opened its doors in February 2005 to create a homely environment with 24-hour care for people who no longer can care for themselves. Now, this golf day is taking place today. That is at the Walvis Bay Golf Course. And then finally, the third Bank Windhoek National League Fistball tournament took place at the Swakopmund Football Club sports grounds. Now, 7 teams participated in the adult category, with all hoping to bag an extra 12 championship points. Now, these teams are 3 from Cowan Football Club, 2 from Sport Club Windhoek, and 2 from SFC, CFC, Escavia. Now, more football action is in store for spectators at the Cowan Cup tournament taking place in November, and the National Cup tournament scheduled for November 2022. Now, also happening tomorrow is some lekker rugby action here at the Jan Wilkins Stadium. That is tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock. It will be the Kudu Bokkies against Grootfontein, and then it's the Reserve League game, and then finally the Premier League game. But you can check out our social media platforms. That is our Facebook page, where we'll be bringing you some of the live score updates on what's happening. But you can always head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na to read more on this and everything else that's happening here in our lovely Erongo region. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Here to Swakopmund Motocross Track and getting things sorted out for next weekend. Leg 3, leg 1 was in Windhoek, leg 2 was in Omaruru, awesome success, and this is going to be the third one held here in Swakopmund. And can't wait to have this for next weekend. We had quite bad east weather for the last 2 weeks, and so far the weather looks good for next weekend. And how are you feeling for the race?
I'm feeling well prepared for it.
Well prepared.
A lot of training being done.
Nice one.
I've seen a lot of people also riding on the track, so seems like people have been training as well. Should be a good race, full of excitement.
Yeah. So
I'm happy for it.
all feeling good. Well, Namibian champ last year, and well done.
Thank you.
Always riding well, and we like you showing the kids and training the kids a lot as well, and helping them and everybody where we can.
Yeah, it's all part of growing the sport, trying to promote it.
Yeah, yeah. And we're having a refuse solution machinery here. Appreciated refuse solution for your machinery that you can help us fixing the track for the last 5 weekends, making it safer, making it more rider friendly for the smaller ones and the beginners. And we have a women's class, and Vivo Energy, the main sponsor. Thanks a lot. Without you guys we can't do this. And Altstadt, appreciate it guys, appreciate it. And yeah, let's talk about the classes. So it's 50 cc's, eh?
Yeah, 50s, 65, 85, 125.
Yeah.
Then you got the open class, which is MX1, MX2 combined, which all the fast riders ride in. And then you've got your veterans class.
Yeah.
Where all the people go like you.
Thank you very much.
And then the most exciting one is definitely King of the Dirt. At the end of the day, where all the classes are put together.
Yeah.
And then kids will be riding against all the people in 85s against 450s.
In the King of the Dirt, eh?
The King of the Dirt.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most exciting.
The
race
top
of the day.
top 3 classes from all the classes thrown all together in the King of the Dirt.
Top 3 riders of each class.
Yeah, and there's
Full of
not.
excitement.
Oh, sounds awesome. A lot of adrenaline, eh? For King of the Dirt. Adrenaline, King of the Dirt. And there's no entry fees to the gates. We have jumping castles from Pitbull Tow-In. 2 jumping castles for the kids. We have a bar, awesome bar, run by Altstadt. We have nice food. We have viewing, nice viewing spectator area that they can see 90% of the track. We have a DJ, an awesome DJ making nice music, Philip Varenhagen. Thanks a lot guys for your entertainment. And yeah, so next weekend track will be done and nicely sorted. We're gonna put some water to the track, make sure that it's nicely prepared for no dust, because this east wind was quite hot. We had a struggle 2.5 weeks, and yeah,
I'm excited for it.
me too. I had a bit of a long 3 months not riding races, but now we're gonna get it sorted again for this coming 18th June, eh? So thanks a lot you guys. See you next weekend. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you guys
Liam.
very much, and see you guys there.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very
Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Thank you guys.
Okay, yeah, the Küska program for the year is always starting with the Narrenwecker. That is end of May. That is a street festival in the main street between Pick and Bay and Standard Bank. We had the whole street closed off on both sides, which gave us a lot of space for tables and benches. And then we had a nice stage put up, a short program with some dances. The Küska, the children's carnival, had a dance, and then of course the Küska Garde had their dance. The committees were introduced and so on, and then thereafter it was just some music, some fun, some street festival. The main purpose, the name Narrenweckers is like an alarm clock. It's supposed to wake up all the jesters and jokers to get ready for a week of Carnival, of course to sell some tickets. That is where it's also starting, because all the evening shows are with ticket sales. Yeah, so the Narrenwecker was a good kickoff. We had a great event. We had about 1,000 people in the streets, and the people really enjoyed it very much. So, but now we are getting to the more serious part of the Carnival. That's the evening shows. The hall is beautifully decorated. A lot of effort went into that. I must really commend my colleagues who did all that. So we'll have great atmosphere for the evening events. And that is now starting on Friday with the Prinsenball, the royal ball, where of course the new royal couple will be unveiled. So that is more like a formal function. We appreciate that people get dressed up a bit nicely or are costumed. Then we have not too long of a program, but there will be formal proceedings. We have the old couple is saying its farewells. Then the new couple is introduced as part of a show program we have. Then in between always some dances. Then the mayoress of Swakopmund will be present to hand over the key of the town. That's a symbol, because now the royal couple takes rule of the town for the time. So it's quite a formal proceeding, but it's always a very nice event around with a good show. And then the close off of the proceedings is the Saturday, the float procession. It will start at AMH Motors, move through the town, as many people know. Then the key will be handed back, because the week is officially ending. And thereafter we move, the whole procession moves down to the SFC for a last short show, mainly comprising all the dances of the Küska, and then just some nice dance and some fun in the hall of the SFC. Yes, we are celebrating Küska as part of the tradition. Many of us have German backgrounds, so it's part of a tradition we keep, but it's also personal interest in the fun event. The goal is to entertain for a week. Traditionally, Küska or Carnival is also always a celebration where you're allowed to criticize royalty. That where it comes from, actually. So nowadays there's often speeches about politics, but of course also speeches just for the fun of it. So it's really, the idea is to let people forget the daily troubles and just dive in an evening of dance, show, humor and fun, just to celebrate life. Especially I think now after COVID, which brought a lot of hardship, it just helps people to celebrate life again, to enjoy life, to appreciate the moments we have and the nicer parts of life we can have. All right, yes, we are celebrating Küska 2022. It's the 35th event, although we had to of course skip 2 of them. So the Küska was founded mid-1980s. We are now in this 37th year of the Carnival, but we are celebrating the 35th Küska. Carnival itself is a German tradition. It's usually celebrated before Easter to get rid of the winter ghosts and to have a feast before the fasting times before Easter. There it comes from. In Namibia we celebrate it throughout the year, but simply for the reason that we are not so many people, to give all Carnival fans the opportunity to go to the other towns and visit. If we would do it all the same time, we couldn't visit each other. So that's why we celebrate it throughout the year. So the first Küska was in Wittflay, or the first Carnival was in Wittflay. Then Windhoek had its celebrations, and now it's Swakopmund. And we call it Küska from Küsten Carnival, Küsten being German for coast. So it's basically the coastal carnival the short is Küska. There is also our sort of, how do you say it? It's a slogan or a call. No? If we call Küska, then the crowd responds with a car, and that is part of the theme. Yes, we are 35th Carnival. Our theme this year, here in Wilden Westen. Every year has its own theme. So we are celebrating here in Wilden Westen, here in the Wild West. Of course, thereby encouraging cowboy costumes or Indian costumes, celebrating that we are the most Western town, celebrating Küska, that we are always having a great party, great fun here. So that is where that comes from.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 25 minutes past 6 on Friday, and sunrise will be 19 minutes to 8 on Saturday. Walvis Bay will have a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot southwest wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot southwest wind will prevail. Walvis Bay will have a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot south-southeasterly wind will prevail. Arandas will have a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot northwest wind will prevail. Usakos will have a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot north wind will prevail. Karibuk will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 7 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 27 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot north wind will prevail. And lastly, Omaruru will have a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius on Friday, and for Saturday a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 28 degrees Celsius. A 30-knot north wind will prevail.
Your kiss is set as a summer breeze, and you lift me up when you smile at me. When I'm with you, boy, I feel so fine. You make it summertime.
Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk, but you can always head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, or you can get in contact with us via WhatsApp or Telegram at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. That is also your go-to number if you want to advertise with us. You can also send us your news tips. That's news tips at erongo.com.na. Let us know what is happening in your town and what is going on in your town. You can also check us out on TV. That is on DSTV channel 285 and then on GoTV channel 94. Check us out as well online. That is on oneup2.com oneup2.com. Now it's finally weekend, it's Friday. It's very important that we stay safe and that we look after each other. So until next time, bye-bye.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound to nowhere, met up with the gambler, both too tired to speak. So he took turns at staring out the window at the darkness. The bottom overtook us. He began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made my life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I would give you some advice." Okay, van Toekie, gaan ons. You gotta know when to hold on. Yeah. No, you never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. Nou, julle wat so dans, julle gaan nou moet vinniger dans, want hier gaan ons. You gotta know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. Take it away. Nou is het jullie beurt, hè? You gotta know when to hold on. Know when to run. You never count your money while sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.